Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys all here, both old and new subscribers alike. Why did it take me 5 million years, I exaggerate so much, to start this video? If you're new, just to let you know, I'm a medium. So I'm not just a tarot reader. So I'm already tapped into the energy. I start going into a trance, a flow state. So before I even hit record, because I'm tapped to your energy, I already start feeling it physically. You know, it's not just hearing messages, like I physically feel it. Because I had no problem earlier today. So that's just their, the divine's way, of letting me know what the energetic force is right now. So there's something in here about blockages, basically. Maybe you don't feel aligned in a particular way. If you're feeling any kind of discomfort, uneasiness, confusion, you need to make a decision of some sort. And it's important that there's some kind of blockage, some kind of any kind of negative emotion whatsoever, then there's something here for you. And I don't believe that you're guided anywhere by accident. So I don't believe in the message. This may or may not resonate because that doesn't exist. If you're guided here energetically, then that means I'm already tapped into your energy and you were pulled here. Okay, so I would listen. This is going to be an interesting reading because I'm getting so much energy to unpack. Like it's like big energy, like life-changing energy, and also specifics. It will flow, but it's a lot. It's like life-changing kind of energy. Very quickly though, before I begin, just want to let you guys know I haven't posted in a while. Thank you guys so much for your love and your support. I would watch the video that I posted before this one. It was an announcement video where I announced new services that I'm offering on this channel that I'm super excited about, super excited about. I'm offering personal readings, but they are completely different than the personal readings that I used to offer before. And it's the path of least resistance for me. I meditated on, how I can better serve the collective in general in a way that will serve all of us. And while I live my purpose and, in ways that ultimately help you guys ascend also. I am now offering text message readings, 2 questions, $40. It's way more affordable, pretty direct answers. But you guys know I'm a writer, I'm a channeler. So even if you ask 2 questions, if I'm guided to share more, I'm going to do it. Because that's just the way that it is. Anything that you ask, anything that I'm guided to share. So it's to the point, but it's not just yes or no. Like I'm going to go into it. If you want to book, what you need to do is text me. Okay. My information is down in the description box. The number is there. I believe it's 201-252-5444. I don't know why I'm blanking out. So can you just go down below in the description box and make sure that that's the number anyway? Just text me and you will receive an automated response. Like that's very short with how to book. However, after that, when I read it, I will send you more information, on what to expect, how it works, et cetera, et cetera. The good thing about these readings is you will receive them within 24 to 48 hours. It was just the way that I figured was best energetically to honor myself energetically, not to deplete my energy. So ultimately I have more energy to serve the collective here on YouTube and also have the ability to help as many of you as possible, by giving you the channeled messages, answering your questions, etc. Because the readings that I was offering before were the, 1.5 hour readings. And what that ends up doing is, it limits how many people I can share messages with, because time is, it's time consuming, but it's also, it takes a lot of energy for me as a medium to connect in that way. So what that ended up doing was depleting me and taking away from being able to post readings here on YouTube for the masses. So this is a way to honor myself and everybody, and I'm super excited about it. So I'm sorry if this intro was long, but it's, new announcements, had to share it. So pretty super excited about it. So go down below, for more information. All right, here we go. And sorry for the long intro. It just is what it is. Okay. A lot of energy to unpack. Again, very quickly, I'm sorry. Trust me, I'm not just talking your head off, you guys. Sometimes it takes a little bit more time to flow into the energy and it starts to get more specific. But for those of you that are new, just to introduce my style of reading very quickly, I am a medium. What that means is I've been a medium since I was a child. I'm a no tools reader by nature. So I don't need tarot to give you, an answer at all. It's, I channel. That's my natural ability, which is connecting to the energy, spirit realm, etc. And being able to share those messages with you. I do pull tarot here to confirm the messages that I have already channeled. And the reason being is because my main purpose here is to remind or display, there's a lot of paranormal-ish that happens here, that there is something bigger than us that exists. And every reading is different here, and they always make themselves known, okay? So here we go. I'm getting the message right now. First of all, we're in eclipse season. Eclipse season is big time energy, okay? Big time energy, life-changing energy, whether you like it or not. The way that I explain eclipse season is giving the example of street cleaners, okay? Like, those people that come in the trucks with, the little whatever to sweep out whatever, is in the ground. Like, they're coming whether you like it or not. Like, they're coming and they're just gonna take everything and push it aside. That's just how it works. So eclipses eclipse things in and out of our life suddenly. It's like being backed up in a corner. Like, if you were refusing to see something that the divine wanted you to see, to push you towards your for your highest good. Eclipses have a way of making things so intense that it's in your face that you cannot ignore it. It's also the kind of energy that eclipses things, people, situations in and out of your life. Just because, for your highest good. So anything that leaves your life right now, out of nowhere, is for a reason. And eclipses have the energy of, it may seem heavy, but they want you to know that energy carries over for a while. So it's the kind of energy, for example, this is just an example. This might apply to somebody like this, they don't guide me to examples for no reason, but it's the kind of example of, let's say during eclipse season, all of a sudden you lose your job. I don't wish that on anybody, but it's the kind of energy where all of a sudden you lose your job. So at the moment, it's like a tower moment, which is like sudden upheaval. It's something that you see, it was eclipsed out of your life. Like, it might cause you some distress, but they want you to look at things right now from a higher perspective, because anything that's eclipsed out right now is to push you towards the path you are meant to go on. So it's the kind of energy where you might not see it right now. Let's say that for that example, you lose your job out of nowhere, but you don't know that 6 months later, all of a sudden, it gave you time to start working on your passion projects, things you've always wanted to do to keep yourself busy, etc., side hustles. And then it booms out of nowhere and you're like, holy ish, like, who would have told me that this would be my new career, that this is what I would be doing, So it's like you might see something as negative right now. They don't want you, because we manifest our reality. So if you focus on that vibration of anything that's eclipsed out, you're going to halt the positive that's meant to come from that, because that's basically the example. Whatever is eclipsed out of your life right now is happening so that something huge can be eclipsed into your life later. You just don't see it, okay? You just don't see it. This could apply in career, like I just said. This could apply in relationships. For example, a relationship could fall apart right now out of nowhere, and you think it's over for good. Like it's done. But little do you know, this situation, this person was eclipsed out of your life so that it can push you to do something to make you, get into alignment. So, later down the line, you can get back together with this person in an aligned state, or put yourself in a situation where you become, it pushes you into healing to the point where your vibration is so high that the universe brings you who you're supposed to be with. Like that is just, they want you to focus on the fact that whatever is eclipsed out right now will end up positive. Don't get stuck on the heavy feelings, because then the positive that's going to come out of it is going to take longer to manifest. And they showed me, if you're new, just to let you know, because I'm channeling right now, I'm not just talking your head off. It's not me. I'm already in a trance. What they have me do, they show me cards, etc. A lot of the times, if I'm going to spit out the names of cards, etc. that I see. And the reason they do that is so that if they come out later, it's their way of confirming, like, I'm here, like there's something outside of me that is guiding this reading, and it's a confirmation so that you can leave this reading confident that I'm not pulling this out of my what. Why do they do that? So that you can take the guidance from this reading and manifest it, basically. Okay? So please bear with me, and excuse my chihuahua from barking. Bear with me if this seems like I'm channeling and it's vague right now. As I flow, it's like a flow state. As I dive into the energy, it gets more and more and more specific. So just bear with me, hang on, okay? It all ties together. So listen to the end. What they're saying to me right now is that they want you to think about your vibrational reality more than what you focus on what's outside of you. That's really hard for us because we weren't mentally trained to think that way. What does that mean, your vibrational reality? The vibration that you keep yourself at, okay? Whether you're in high vibration, which means that you're in a state of, receptivity, you're happy, you feel good. And when that happens, you attract those things to you. Instead of focusing on the things that are happening outside of you, a relationship that's not going well, you're like really annoyed at your job, you're over it. Because if you focus on what's outside of you, you're not focusing on your vibration, okay, on what's inside of you. And you need to do that because your main goal is to keep your vibration high enough so that you can create the reality that is for your highest good. And the reason that that is so difficult is because we weren't trained to think that way, okay? So what I call that is being in the vortex, okay? The best way to get into that state, that high vibrational state, being in the vortex, when you're in the vortex, you are attracting, literally you will attract the best things in your life that you can possibly imagine. Like your life, when you are in that space, the vortex, okay, which is like just you're not dependent on your happiness outside of you whatsoever for, anything. It's all about you and your happiness. When you are in that energy and you make an effort, whether it's through meditation, whatever, to keep yourself in that energy, you're human. So you're going to be in and out of that energy. Bear with me. If you don't understand this, it'll make sense. If you focus on that, okay, you are going to attract what's meant for you so freaking fast. It's not even about manifesting, though it is about manifesting. It's just like you can literally be in a negative state right now. And just by consciously bringing yourself into that higher vibrational state, being in the vortex, your life can change instantly, like miraculously. Like, it's crazy. Okay, it really does work like that. They showed me the Wheel of Fortune card. The Wheel of Fortune card is sudden luck, sudden events. It's also the Wheel of Karma. So it's like what you put out, you're going to receive. So how do you get into the vortex? Think about, close your eyes. Sorry, my dogs are going crazy. Close your eyes, meditate. Make a conscious effort to do that as much as you can. And think about how good it can be, how good your life can be, what it's like to be in the vortex, what it's like to be in that, your dream, life. But at the same time, realize or consciously acknowledge that it's not a dream. That's your reality. As long as when you think about it, you keep yourself in a state where you know that that is possible. Okay? So when you close your eyes and you start thinking about, the life that you wish you had, okay? Without thinking about how the things around you right now that are not in alignment with that are making you unhappy. Like, just think about that. Think about that feeling. Like, just feel that feeling. Think about the things that come into your mind when you go into that place. It's kind of like the energy, like, when you close your eyes before bed and you just start dreaming of like how you wish, your life could be. Like, oh, I wish, I have this passion project. I wish that I didn't have this job and I can just go after it, etc. Instead of thinking about, I wish I didn't have this job so I can go after it. Think about being, like, how you feel if you had that. How whole you feel, how happy. Think about what life would be if you were just like able to be happy all the time, okay? Think about how whole you feel when you close your eyes and you think about that. And it will become your reality. Okay, this is very like deep. So I hope that, you're bearing with me. Please bear with me because they are going to get into more specifics. But if I'm channeling, they're going to say what they have to say. They want you to understand that everything in your reality is exactly what you ask for. It's exactly what you ask for. So if you close your eyes and you're meditating and you're pondering on like how you would feel, what would make you feel whole, like what it feels like to feel whole and like close to your soul, your dreams, what inspires you, etc. But you attach to that, all of the things that are holding you back that are not so good right now. That's what you're asking for. That's what you're asking for, truly, at the end of the day. So what they're saying is, it may not be natural to be in that vortex, in that vibration all the time, because we're human. Like, you're not going to walk around in that state all the time. But be chronically pushed into bringing it into your awareness that whenever you feel any kind of negative feeling, or you're stressed out about something, or you fight with a partner, or something's not happening the way that you want, that means that you are not in alignment, okay? That means that something in your mind, something that you're thinking about, something that you are pondering about is not matching up with where you go and how you feel when you go into that vortex space, that that space, you know, how it feels when you close your eyes and you think about how you wish your life would feel, being free, having, you know, this going after your dreams, etc. Okay? But make it chronic to when you feel like you're not in alignment, when you feel any negativity, to close your eyes and ponder again about that wish you have to be in your perfect reality. So if you get out of the vortex, try to, you know, be chronically pushed to go back into it. This is a very deep and maybe complex message. Every reading on this channel is different. They're going to start giving me specifics on love, everything, trust me. But I guess because of the eclipse season, I mean, this is ultimately the most important thing that they want you to know right now. Because you're not going to manifest what it is that you think you truly want, or what is going to bring you into that blissful state if you don't understand this concept. That's the truth. That's the truth. So if this didn't make sense, scroll back and hear it again. Okay, and bear with me. Again, it's a flow state. It's going to start making sense. So what ends up happening is when you're not in alignment, when you step out of that, you know, dream, like you're dreaming, oh, I wish, you know, I had this. My dream is just to be happy, just to be in peace. I wish I was free. I wish I had like enough money to just do whatever. I wish I can travel. That would make me so happy. I wish, you know, I can do this passion project, whatever. Like you just go into this dream. It's not a dream. It's your reality. And then you wake up and then you become, you're so used to getting out of that vortex because you're focused on the outside world and make the outside world your reality. But you're in control of that. That's what they're trying to say. So when something in your mind takes you out of that state, okay, that means that you are not matching up. Like what you're focusing on is not matching up with the place you go in your mind that you wish you could live, that you can feel, okay? And because you're focusing on that, that's what you're creating. Things that don't bring you to that place, okay? And then what ends up happening is you react and you have negative feelings to everything in your life that is not matching what in your mind you feel like you want and would bring you to that place. Does that make sense? Okay, I didn't expect them to go this deep, but this is really, really freaking important, okay? And then you're triggered about everything. But it's easier said than done because we were trained as a society not to think this way, okay? So just make it a point. If you're pissed off with someone or you're at a job and like you're just like annoyed with it or it's not satisfying you, close your eyes and think about how beautiful it is if nothing outside of you controlled your feelings. Nothing. And think about instead how everything around you is what you already asked for. So it's like a sense of everything goes back to you. It's like a sense of responsibility. Like, okay, I'm here because I asked for this. No shame in that. But close your eyes and imagine what you want. And then be appreciative, even if it's shitty, of what's around you, because what's around you is reflecting what's not in alignment within you, so that you can close your eyes and then it will guide you to the inspiration that you need, that basically will give you the instructions on what you have to do to get into that blissful life that you want, that relationship, that job, that life, all of that. And it will happen. And as long as you chronically make it a point to do this, easier said than done. You're going to come out of the vortex because it's human. make it a conscious choice to go back into that space, that wishful thinking. No, it's not wishful thinking. That's your reality. It could be. Do that so much that it becomes a habit, and watch you make sense, like watch your life unfold before your eyes once you do that. Because everything, you're going to look at everything, even if it's negative, as a positive experience, because you're going to realize that your emotions are not dependent on what's outside of you. And what's outside of you, you asked for it based on your thinking. So what's outside of you is actually what's inspiring you to ponder on why you feel negative in the first place, and inspires you to want to do something different. Okay? So just bear with the things that make you feel negative and see the positive in it. I'm telling you. And then dream about that blissful place, that relationship, everything that you wish you had. I don't know why they just had me go into this for so long. Like, I could have explained that quicker, but when they take a long time to explain something, it is for a freaking reason. Because it's eclipse season. Your life is changing. It's big energy. And I'm telling you, this is life-changing. If you master this, you can be depressed right now and you will wake up tomorrow feeling elated. I went through it because I reminded myself I was not in the vortex. Okay? Seriously. And you will then be inspired to do things and move in ways that keep you in that blissful space. All right? I hope that made sense. Now, when it comes to relationships, since you're so used to getting your happiness, like, you know, everything, your emotions have always been dependent on things that are outside of you. Like, this happened at work, it pissed me off. I'm trying to be in a relationship, this person's not committing, or they're being negative, it's pissing me off. That just means you have never had a relationship in your life where you're inside the vortex with someone else. That's basically what it is. So what happens is that you step out of that I don't give an F energy, like where nothing affects you. And then you get out of it, right? You get out of that energy. I hope this makes sense. And you start focusing on what the person is doing or what the situation is that is not giving you what you want. But the moment that you do that, you step out of the vortex, because you want to get to a place where nothing that anybody does affects your bliss. And if it does, close your eyes and imagine what you wish you had. Okay? And just look at the other person and say, they're outside of the vortex. And it is not your responsibility to go out of the vortex, to pull them out so that you can get what you want. Because if you do that, then you're both just manifesting an unhappy situation. This is one of like the deepest freaking, sometimes their readings are just like mundane things off the bat, but sometimes they want to share like things like this. And we're going to get into specifics. Okay. And I hope that made sense, but it's really important. But I'm telling you, there is nothing more beautiful than two people that are in that vortex, that state of being where they just don't see the negative in anything, and they're able to just see things as it is and being in a state where your happiness doesn't depend on anybody else, right? And just reacting with happiness no matter what, and letting them be angry. If they want to go be with another person, just letting it happen. And, if it makes you happy, if you feel love for this person and it makes you happy, just like sharing it and just loving them because, right? Without being dependent on them, without thinking of an outcome, just for no reason. There's nothing more beautiful when two people are in that energy together and co-create something independently and together. That is something I'm sure most of you haven't experienced, but that is bliss, okay? As long as you're in a relationship where one or you are in a state where you focus more on the external world or being dependent on someone else or something else to make you happy, it's not a happy relationship. It's just not. It's just not. It won't be. And it's not what you're meant to have. That was a very complex message, okay? But I guess that's what they wanted me to share, and I hope it made sense. If you're here listening to it, it's for you. And then I feel like you understand it, because they wouldn't guide you here for no reason. So basically, get out of the mindset that when you close your eyes and think about this perfect world, the perfect relationship, what you wish you had, stop thinking about it as a wish and think about it as that can happen. But without manifesting, you're manifesting wrong. Like, don't close your eyes and visualize what you want because you don't have it. Because then what you're actually manifesting is from a fear of, from a space of lack. You're actually sending out to the universe that you don't have it. So you're not going to have it, right? Just close your eyes and feel what it would feel like if everything that you wanted came to you in the way you wanted, and how it would feel, how your life would feel if you're in that state. And watch everything come to you. You want to know if someone's your soulmate? You know what soulmate means? It means you have to be a mate to your own soul. How are you a mate to your own soul? By constantly, chronically being in that vortex. Like, just reminding yourself, like, of the fact that nothing outside, you don't need anything outside of you to feel happy, no matter what. Okay? Once you're in that state, you will vibrationally align with who you're meant to be with. Guaranteed. Okay? Because you will attract a relationship that is not based on attachment or dependency, and therefore there are going to be no arguments. There isn't going to be so much, negative feeling, because you're both aligned, because you're both in a place of not needing another person to feel whole. That is the most beautiful, powerful thing on the face of this planet. I hope that made sense. I don't know. I've never shared a message like that. Okay? I never shared a message like that. So basically, love someone just because, right? So think about being in a blissful, state. Think about what it would feel like to have like the relationship that you wish you had. But then you open your eyes and then you're looking at the person you're dealing with, and you can obviously tell that they're not in the vortex, right? They're looking at the world in a negative way. You have to refrain from coming out of that happy place to try to pull them out, because then you're then you're going down to that vibration, and then it's just an unhappy situation. Do you understand? Just keep yourself in that energy. So for example, if you truly feel love for somebody and it's real, come approach it from that energy, meaning don't be manipulative. Don't do things just to get a reaction. Again, because that tells the universe that you are dependent on someone else for your happiness. Like, literally for no reason, be loving. And if they're out of, if they're in a negative energy, let them be. And don't attach yourself to it. And that's it. So it's counterintuitive to what a lot of people guide people to do. There's a lot of videos on YouTube, like how to get a man, like what to do, and a lot of games. And that's all bullshit, because that's not the kind of relationship that's going to bring you to your ultimate potential. Love is just love for no reason. So you don't have to stop talking to somebody because they have someone else, or because, they don't want to be in a relationship. You have to, however, focus on keeping yourself whole, live your own life, fulfill yourself, right? You know, if they message you and they talk to you, if in your heart it keeps you in the vortex, if it doesn't affect your energy to say something kind and just like be yourself, then go ahead. And if they respond with something negative, just shrug your shoulders and step away. And that's going to do one of two things. It's either going to push them away, okay, or it's going to inspire that person to go into their vortex. Ultimately, what's going to end up happening is everything that you attract is beautiful. Wow, that was 35 minutes. And that was a lot. but that's basically, you know, what they wanted to say. Now let's go into the specifics right now. I knew that this wasn't going to be like a usual reading, like this. I just knew it because the energy is so big. Because I'm getting that a lot of you are not, like, you don't feel in alignment. So how do you know you're not in alignment? You feel negative emotion. So meditate, go within, right? And think about the things that are causing you negative emotion. Let's say this guy's being an asshole, or this person's not calling me, or this job is stressful, right? And then think about what it would be if you didn't feel any of those feelings, right? And then open your eyes and realize that all of that stuff is happening to you because you're focusing on it. Realize that everything that's happening to you, all those things are happening to you because you are focused on them more than being happy on your own. Okay? And just live your best life. Anything that keeps you in that vibration, listen to music, work out. I'm telling you, it will bring so much inspiration to keep you in that energy it's going to bring you a new life. And you will know who's meant to be with you. 100%. Hopefully that made sense. That was deep. I didn't expect that. I haven't posted in a while, but that's what they wanted to say. All right, so now, that doesn't mean that we're not going to give you details about where someone else is at right now in life. Let's get there. Let's get into the deets, all right? But I guess they wanted to share that first because the energy that you're in when you approach your reading changes everything. So if you're watching a reading because you want to know what someone else is feeling or what they're doing because you want to know if you're going to get back together or whatever, you're actually, you know, again, you're watching it from a place of wanting to know because your happiness is dependent on somebody else. No, they want you to view this, like the details they're giving you right now, just as like, this is what is, okay? This is what's happening. No matter what, keep yourself in a high vibration. All right, couple of things. Anything that I share, remember, every reading is an intuitive exercise. So I could be talking about a job. I could be talking about a relationship. I could be talking about your cat. I could be talking about your dog. I could be talking about your family. But you can flip it, reverse it, whatever, because energy is energy. So if I'm talking about a relationship, but you know that what I'm describing energetically is happening, manifesting in your life and career, you can interpret it in that way. If I'm saying that this is happening in someone else's life, but you feel like I'm describing aspects of yourself, you can interpret it in that way. That is your job while you watch a reading, okay? I'm getting right now for whatever, love, career, like life is changing altogether. They keep emphasizing like the need to look at your work life in a different way. Don't worry, we're going to touch love too. But remember that energy transfers into everything. That's why it's important to touch on anything, because if you feel a certain kind of way, negative in your workspace, that means then it starts to transfer into every area of your life. Okay, this could be you or someone you're dealing with, but for whatever reason, I'm getting it's a mirroring energy somehow, some way. And it has to do with finances. It has to do with career. Okay. I'm getting, for whatever reason, I don't know why I'm getting this like very particular message, that you are working somewhere or you're in a situation that like you either went into it expecting that it was going to bring you some kind of abundance, some kind of life, and it didn't end up doing that for you. Instead of looking at that negatively, look at it as a gift from the universe, because they wanted to trigger something in you to inspire you to think about what you can do, what would be your ideal situation so that you can manifest it and think about it. It will then start to happen. Because I'm getting a situation, for whatever reason, it could be a boss that promised that you're going to get a raise and they never give it to you or something like that. Or somebody, you know, that expects you to like overwork yourself or work yourself to death, right? Or some just, you know, some kind of occupation that's just exhausting, right? Depleting you, all right? It is very hard to come home at the end of the day and then feel rejuvenated after like this like heavy, long, exhausting day, and you know that you don't like, this is not what you really want to do. Instead, they want you to focus on a different perspective. Think about it as like, oh, this is happening to propel me forward towards what I really want. So I'm going to close my eyes and think about how good it would feel if I felt like free. And you're going to start getting inspiration to go after things, passion projects, etc. That it's going to start manifesting a new career for someone. It's been a big message, and I'm getting it right now again. Like if you've been thinking of starting some kind of a passion project of some sort, right? Just do things that make you happy. So if you come home after a long day and you really freaking love, I don't know, playing video games, right? Do that, because that's going to keep you in that vortex. That's going to keep you in that high vibration. But then they want you to go within and realize maybe there's something in what you're doing that keeps you in that high vibration that can turn into a career somehow, some way, right? Like open a YouTube channel or just something, okay? Because I keep getting this stuck energy. Like it being like 9 to 5, let's say, or you have long work hours and then it's just your structure. It's the same thing every day. And then you're out of the vortex and like nothing's changing. They want you to like really get inspiration from the things that bring you to that place that make you feel whole. Like what you do when you go home to feel awesome. There's something there. I'm getting that message heavily. But I'm also getting a message of like, it's not just a situation. Again, this could be happening to you. It could be happening to someone you're dealing with, and somehow maybe it's affecting your ability to connect, right? If it's just one of you, just observe it, but don't engage in that negativity, okay? There is something about like someone taking advantage of someone in a workplace somehow, some way. Like you're overworking or you're just something. So they want you to go a different route. There's a lot. I hope this makes sense, because this is like the weirdest reading I've ever done. Like, I don't know. Like the messages feel like they're very specific, but they're vague too. Like there's just so many things. But I guess this is what I was meant to share. I can't control it. So we'll see what comes out next reading. If they want me to pull a card for that. Okay. Like there's just something about that. And I know it has something to do with the eclipse energy. But because you're focusing so much in that routine and like, you know, whatever it is that's exhausting you, you're not taking any action to do things that inspire you, that like keep you in that happy place that can turn into something, is what they're saying. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense some way, somehow. Like literally. And the way that you will find your inspiration is by like going to that job and seeing it instead of negative as, okay, this is not what I expected, but I see it as positive. Nothing's going to get to me because I see that this is a lesson for me. I was brought here so that I can see that I have to do something that's more aligned with who I am. See it that way, and you will find the answer. Someone needs to make some kind of a change in regards to that because it's keeping you stuck in every area of your life. Whoa, 4 of Wands, okay? 4 of Wands is a family life. It's a union, but the 4 of Wands, first of all, 4 signifies stability. 4 of Wands is your house, your home. So this might be something like, you know, the energy, because I keep getting career with this. The energy from whatever is happening in your daily life, you know, that you bring home from your workplace or whatever, who you're interacting with, is affecting your ability to have peace in your home or to have a relationship with someone or something like that. Truly. Hold on. This. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is self-imprisonment of your own mind. This person is blindfolded, okay? The 8 of Swords is a self-imprisonment of your own mind. That literally depicts everything that we've been talking about. So this is also the energy, and it could be someone that you're dealing with that's like, I can't be in a relationship or I can't have this kind of relationship because of my circumstances. Like someone might be in that energy, okay? Someone might be in that energy. And it's exactly what's stopping them from creating this relationship with you or from having like that happy home. But someone's being pushed to change that. And if you're connected with someone, let's say this is romantic, as long as you don't allow the fact that they're in this 8 of Swords energy affect you, if this person's supposed to be with you, you will inspire them to meet your energy so that this energy, this 8 of Swords energy goes away and you can create this 4 of Wands together. Truly. Okay? But being blindfolded also, like I explained, signifies you not chronically going into the vortex. Like, make it a habit to chronically close your eyes and think about what brings you wholeness. Like, what would be your ideal situation? So therefore, you're not getting inspiration to make any changes. And it's affecting your home life. 100%. I just split the deck and I saw this. So now I have to pull it out. Because the 8 of Pentacles is actually the card of the workspace. Okay? It's somebody working really hard, pentacle by pentacle, for something. It's somebody putting a lot of work into their job. But that also is the energy of what I was explaining. Like, you're putting too much energy into focusing. I hope this is making sense. It's like confusing energy because I'm feeling like the energy of like being blindfolded and my mind feels jumbled, just like you see like all this stuff mixed up. It's like somebody thinks that they're working towards something, but what they're actually doing is stopping themselves from creating this peaceful, stable life that they actually dream that they could have, but they don't dream about it enough to make it a freaking reality. Okay? That's what it is. You get stuck in that routine. I'm going to pull 3 more cards for that. And then I have some messages for love. I'm sorry if this is a weird reading, but this is what I'm getting today. Like, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. And I'm gonna, yep. Okay. Sun card. The freaking Sun card. The Sun card is the happiest card of the deck. The Sun card is literally the happiest card in the deck. The Sun card is the divine light. The Sun card is like the wee unicorns, butterflies. Underneath the freaking 4 of Wands is beautiful, okay? This is like blissful life, co-creating with someone that is enlightened in the same way that you are. It's also the card of clarity. You don't have clarity right now, or someone else doesn't have clarity right now. And it's like their external world is affecting everything that you know, everything in their life, even if it could be you, okay? Or both of you, because I keep getting a mirroring energy. But the Sun card is illumination to that. Somebody has been illuminated. Maybe this was the kind of person that was over-focused on like the grind. Like, I have to do this. I have to do this to make money. I have to do this. I can't have a relationship because of this. And they don't realize that that's exactly what was keeping them stuck. It's like this is like an epiphany that someone realizes that being like co-creating with someone in this energy, you know, of high vibration, like they actually want that now. But they're in the energy where they still can't figure out what it is that keeps them stuck. What's this? King of Wands. King of Wands, first of all, wands signify passion, also what you do for a living, okay? It could be masculine or feminine energy, but a king is usually the masculine energy, but this could apply to the feminine energy, like whoever's in the feminine energy also. So that's exactly that. Whoever you're dealing with is in this self-imposed imprisonment of their mind because of whatever they do in their career. I just keep getting that. Like, they're lacking passion. There's passion missing. But they really, like, before they were just like going like through it, but they really desire this now all of a sudden. Maybe you try to connect with this person, and because they were in this energy of like just, you know, only focusing on like, you know, the grind and you getting out of like your blissful space to match them in that energy. That's why your connection never took off, because you were meeting them where they're at, or vice versa, right? But there's a clarity on that now. Like, somebody actually wants to create something with someone, relationship, home, happiness, but they're still stuck a little bit as to what it is that they're passionate about. But I'm getting that this is you and someone that you're dealing with. In some way, somehow you're mirroring each other, and it's going to change. And if it doesn't, you're still going to have this beautiful home life, this beautiful, like, something beautiful is going to form just by not getting sucked into somebody's self-imposed imprisonment of their mind. Okay? Hold on. What's this? Nine of Swords. I don't read reversals. Nine of Swords is anxiety, overthinking, restless nights. If that is not a representation of everything that I was channeling in the beginning, I don't know what is. Okay? The Nine of Swords is your mind. If something in the way that you're thinking in your mind is not matching up with where you go in your mind when you dream about your dream life, if something in your mind is not aligned with that, you're going to have conflict. Okay? And Eight of Pentacles, again, it signifies the workplace. So somebody might be in this Nine of Swords energy. It keeps them like in this like negative, like just overthinking in regards to how they're going to work towards their destiny or a relationship with you, etc. Okay? There's some kind of anxiety in regards to this. I hope this makes sense, because I don't know right now why I feel like this dizzy energy. Like, I don't know if I'm making sense right now. This is like a very like for whatever reason, they're tapping me into the Eight of Swords energy more than anything. Like, that's what I'm feeling the most. Like, that's what's overpowering. So I feel like that. Okay? right? But this is the Eight of Pentacles is also wanting to work on something, right? But the Eight of Pentacles shows one person working diligently towards something, towards stability, right? But because you're focusing on the negative, that's what you're manifesting, that Nine of Swords energy. So this is the energy of like, this is what you're meant to have for yourself. And I'm getting it's with a particular person, but if it's not, if you're seeing this energy, they will send you someone else, okay? So you're in an energy right now, you might be in separation where you have to work pentacle by pentacle to not focus on the negative so that you can have inspiration to unbind yourself and like just change your life. Do what you want. Co-create with someone. There's something about that, okay? There's also an energy of like, because you're dependent on your happiness through someone else, whether you realize it or not. Because somebody's not working on something with you in particular, you get stuck in this Nine of Swords energy, this anxiety energy, okay? And you're not realizing how that is affecting your whole life and also your connection with this person. So even though it sounds counterintuitive, right? Every time this person reaches out to you, just speak to them in a place that's aligned with you. Just be, if you truly love them, just speak to them with love, right? Have your boundaries. Don't do anything that's going to make you feel negative, but speak to them with love while you work on yourself, right? And then you will see if this person's meant to be with you or not. Hold on. Eight of Wands is very quick communication. It's the arrows of love. It's also the card of travel. It's things happening very quickly, but it's followed by the Seven of Wands, which is a regression. So it's like the energy of like you and somebody else, or it could just be you, or it could just be this person. Take this as it resonates. Having to take a step backwards actually before you're able to take a step forward. Like you have to go within and take a step backwards to realize what has been blocking you. The Seven of Wands energy is a very defensive energy, okay? So I'm getting that like maybe you and this person had a very defensive like undertone to your connection. But why are you defensive in the first place? Because you're dependent on the other person for your happiness. Just do things that make you feel whole, okay? Don't be defensive in any way. If they reach out, respond with love. No expectation. Not because you want to, coerce them to be in a relationship with you. Nothing. If you truly love them, it's just because you want to, show love. All right? And if that happens, if you're able to get out of this energy, I have a feeling that there is a strong possibility that you can reconcile with somebody. This is a very complex energy, I'm telling you. What in the world? Yeah, what's this? Five of Swords. Five of Swords is wanting to one-up somebody, playing games, okay, like tit for tat, ish like that. Like this connection with this person might have turned like really petty. And you guys have both been out of the freaking vortex to the point where it's just turned into just a negative situation. But we started with the Four of Wands and Sun card. That's like soulmate energy. Like this has the potential to be everything, right? But somebody is out of that vortex and somebody else is meeting them where they're at, and therefore nothing is changing. This is sneaky behavior. This is like creating conflict for no reason. This is like petty behavior. This is arguments and wanting to like one-up somebody, right? But in this image, it shows somebody on the ground. Because in the traditional tarot, it shows somebody with a sword, like actually wanting to stab someone in the back. But here, it's like this person is on the ground and like they're defeated, like they're over it. Like all those swords that they used are like down, like they let them go. So it's the energy of something's going to move forward very quickly because someone just like gives up on like being defensive and like playing games. And even though it's counterintuitive, the moment that you give up on this person in that way or give up wanting them, that is the moment that things move forward very quickly if they're meant to be. Because then we get the Temperance card and the Nine of Wands. This is a representation of exactly the same thing that I just said. Temperance is balance. Balancing out your emotions. Nine of Wands is defensive ass energy again. So what they're saying to you again is, regardless if someone's in a defensive energy, stay in a state of balance and always respond with love. You don't have to like just close your eyes, think about what you want and respond to the whole world like that. And if they respond in a defensive way, also respond with love and just like end the conversation and that's it. And then like the next time you speak, like be loving again. Don't let anything get to you. Okay? I'm telling you. This is an interesting reading because it's like touching on a lot of things. What's this? Three of Cups, King of Pentacles. Three of Cups is like a reunion. It's party time. They have party hats. The King of Pentacles is masculine energy, stable, right? Knows what he wants. He's able to offer a stable beginning with somebody, okay? So as long as you follow, like you stay, like you feel your own life so much and you're not afraid of giving love just to give it because you don't have an expectation of anything. Like if they're with someone else, like be like, oh, that's great. And actually mean that. Seriously. Because you're going to be in a place where you realize that if that person's not meant to be with them, that means they're out of the vortex. And something will happen to get them out of there. And if they're meant to be with you, they'll come back. Okay? Or the divine will send you someone that you're supposed to be with. But I keep getting Six of Cups energy, which hasn't come out. But that's like someone from the past wanting to return. But it really depends on your energy. I'm so serious. Okay? Stop focusing on the negative that's happening. Like literally drop it. Like just don't let anything trigger you. Don't say like, oh, this person hasn't committed to like, so everything that you approach with this person comes from that state. This person has a million, other females or people in their relationship. So then you approach a situation with jealousy or whatever, right? Only focus on your happiness. Focus on, okay, I have love for this person. If they reach out, I'm going to respond with love. Let them make their own decisions. They will learn from it. Okay? You don't want to co-create with someone like that because that's going to stop you from everything. But I am getting, because the Four of Wands and the Sun this is marriage, this is a home, this is happiness. So everything that's happening right now is to Empress, is to bring you there. The Empress is feminine energy. The Empress is mommy, wife. She's receptive, right? She's the nurturing energy. So it's always being in Empress mode, always being in an energy of receptivity, always being nurturing no matter what. She's the queen of all queens. She's every queen combined, okay? As long as you remember that and you approach situations in that way, like if this person speaks to you in a way that you can tell is in alignment, like it comes from a pure place, respond like the Empress. And if they don't, step back. But stay in that energy. But I'm getting this person views you this way. But for whatever reason, someone's playing games. and they ended up defeating themselves. Not sure how this is going to turn out. Hold on. That didn't feel right. Hold on. Something flip here. What is that? Four of Cups. Four of Cups is not offering love at all. Like keeping your emotions to yourself. So this other person, or it could be you, might be withholding love from you for whatever reason. Maybe things that happened in the past. Who knows? But regardless of the situation, like I said, always be receptive to the times that they approach you in the right energy. And be that way in your life in general. Okay? I feel like something big is going to change here. Hold on. Let me shuffle. This is an interesting reading. It truly is. Like I don't feel confused about it. Why is this backwards? Why is this all back? Why is this backwards? It's not like I'm confused about it, but it's like it's complex, but not at the same time. For whatever reason, you had to hear this message. Literally. For whatever reason, you had to hear this message from the High Priestess. The High Priestess is your intuition. The High Priestess is a medium psychic. So I always see that card as like me giving you a message. The Page of Swords is text message communication, doing research. Okay? So where are you going to get the information? You're going to know how to move forward and how to feel. Like you're going to get information through meditation, through your intuition. If you intuitively feel guided to this person, right? Without thinking that you want them in a relationship, if you love them, go within. Remember that, and then just give them love when they're receptive to it. And then step back when it takes you out of the vortex. Okay? But the Page of Swords, since the Page of Swords is like also like research and stuff, it's like whatever the answer to this, if this is meant to be or not, this means that you intuitively already know the answer. Whatever you feel in your heart, be honest with yourself. That the outcome of the situation will be, that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, like you already know it. So act like it's already yours. You know what? They want me to go into the unicorn deck. Like just behave in a way like you don't care if you come together or not. Let them do whatever. But you intuitively already know, like, what the outcome of the situation is. I'm just getting that. But then you get stuck because of all the blockages. But just behave in a way that honors your intuition without expecting anything. Like, you know, like also like, yeah, like also being like, you know, either way, I'm going to end up in this situation. Are you kidding me? The Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is now, this touches everything, because the Ten of Pentacles is representation of money, also home, also marriage, also relationship. This is everything right here. This is where you're going. That's why the whole career thing, there was a mix here. Okay? You already intuitively know that you are going to co-create with this person. Some kind of, like, this is marriage. This is ultimate abundance. This is money. This is having kids, having your, like, having it all. I always focus on the fact that there's a house here, notice, on like depicted, and it's upside down. So it's like, regardless of the things that have gone wrong because you didn't focus on that, this is what's going to be creative. This is the most likely outcome. You already intuitively know that. So the only thing that you can do is literally just fill your life up. Keep yourself in the vortex. I'm telling you. And then it will manifest if it's supposed to. But either way, this is where you're going. What is this? Seven of Cups. Right? Seven of Cups is confusion, not knowing like what's real, what's not, having so many options. Maybe someone has a lot of options, etc. What does that have? Why is that next to the Ten of Pentacles? Okay? It's like, because the moment that you get into this energy where you're like doubting, like, should I talk to this person? Should I cut them off? Like, who are they to me? You're stopping your life. Focus on only yourself. Focus on creating your abundance, and it will happen. Because someone has clouded judgment right now. Queen of Pentacles. Oh my God, we got the King of Pentacles before, so there you go. This is a divine pair. You and this person are supposed to be together. When I get that, like, because that's rare to get two of the same suit like that together. When it comes out in a reading like that, to me, that means that you're meant to come together. And it's Pentacles. It's the King of Pentacles, which is a stable masculine energy. The Queen of Pentacles, which is a stable feminine energy. And then you create the 10 of Pentacles together. But the thing is, there's a lot of confusion right now. You both have to independently get to this space on your own. In the meantime, don't focus on the confusion. What's the most likely outcome? Oh, wait. This was interesting. The Empress again? And look what's at the top of the deck. Lovers, I'm done. The most likely outcome is the Lovers. A relationship forming. And why? This will only come true. This will only happen if you remain in your throne and only focus on receptivity and being receptive to things that keep you in a positive place. That's the truth. And if it doesn't happen, you're going to be aligned with someone else that's in this energy. Okay? Wow. The Tower and Judgment. Jeez. You know what this means to me? Judgment is Judgment Day. So somebody or both of you is realizing everything that's held you back. The Judgment card is also like someone from the past returning, right? All of the things that held you back are coming up so that you can release it. But a Tower moment, a Tower is sudden upheaval, epiphanies, the destruction of an old foundation so a new one could be built. Underneath the Lovers card, I'm feeling like somebody has had an epiphany, like out of nowhere, that you are the person that they love, that you are the Empress, or you may feel that way about someone else, okay? And it has hit them out of nowhere. There is something here recently that has caused this. Despite the situation. And I think it has a lot to do with because of the shift in your energy. Because of the shift of your energy. Because of the shift of someone was in this Nine of Swords energy. This overthinking. And that was affecting everything. Someone has had some kind of epiphany. And it's going to, oh my God, the Eight of Pentacles again. It's going to, yes, this happened because someone has been working on themselves. Okay? And this is the desire suddenly to want to work together with someone. But I don't feel like this has been communicated. Whoa. Yeah, absolutely not. This has not been communicated. Four of Cups. Again, we got that card before. So this is a mirroring energy. Maybe you're both going through this at the same time. Someone has been rejecting love. But somebody wants to work on that now. Someone has realized how they've been rejecting that. What are they going to do about it? Jeez. Page of Swords. Look what's at the top of the deck. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. What are they going to do about it? Page of Swords again. Page of Swords is a text message communication. They've gathered enough research to understand the situation. Someone had an epiphany that you're the person that they want to create this Four of Wands, this Sun card with. Okay? It's crazy because we got the Empress twice, right? Or did we? Yeah, well, she's right here. Now we literally have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Now we have the Emperor and the Empress together. And we got the Page of Swords twice. So there's going to be a conversation between you and this other person in regards to this epiphany, and acknowledging the love that was, that exists in this relationship, and the fact that you both have been withholding love from each other, and that they want to work on it, or you want to work on it. Okay. Yes, that they want to bring justice to the situation. Justice card. You can't make it up. That's right there. That's for somebody. Okay. Apply it as you may. Whoa. Apply it as you may. Wait. Sorry. What has caused this realization for this person? Three of Wands. Because they started thinking about, in the Chariot, they started thinking about the bigger, the grand scheme of things. The Three of Wands is having a vision for the future. The Two of Wands is making a plan for the future. The Three of Wands is already knowing what you want and just waiting for your ships to sail in, right? So someone has thought about the big, where am I going to be in 30 years? Where am I going to be in 40 years? What's important to me? And they want to move forward towards that, okay? What did I tell you? That's it. I'm going to end with that. I said, I channeled this card. I said, it's not here, but I saw it. And that's because they wanted to emphasize it at the end. This is it. Six of Cups is somebody from your past. Six of Cups is the card of reconciliation. Six of Cups is the card of someone that you have a soul tie with. This is what's going to happen. Someone's moving forward towards you, and it's happening very quickly. We got the Eight of Wands twice now. This is happening very quickly. You don't even see this coming. This is in somebody's thought space. Whose thought space? The King of Pentacles, which we got down there. This is a masculine energy that's in that thought space. So what you need to do, again, is try your best to stay in the vortex, because this is already in their energy. Whoa. What's this? Yes. Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Somebody had a choice between two options. Somebody was on the fence. Somebody was blocking themselves. Somebody was blindfolded. Somebody was not opening up. Okay? And they realized that. But somebody wants to change that. But this is also a message not to be in this energy. If you are in this energy, this will be blocked. What's this? Because it's unbelievable. This is the energy that you guys have been in. There might have been another person involved, honestly. Maybe another person, they were in a relationship with someone else or dating someone else, whatever. But the Star card is healing. Somebody wants to heal that. And it will. This is purity, faith, hope. Don't focus on the blockages. Focus on healing, your own healing. And that's what they want. And I think, yes, there was an ending. With the Ten of Cups at the bottom, done. There was an ending between you and this person. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is an ending. That's the ultimate, that's it. You're dead. You've gone through it with this person. You've gone through it with this person. After some kind of an ending, Ace of Cups, there's going to be a brand new beginning in love that's going to end up in the Ten of Cups, which is it's rainbow. This is love, a relationship. You don't see this coming for the life of you. I'm going to pull a card from here. Okay. Hold on. That didn't feel right. You don't see this. No. I only want one. If that's one, I'm going to take it. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is deceptive energy. Seven of Swords is somebody wanting to get away with something. Okay? So this might have ended because there was some kind of deception here. Somebody was trying to get away with something. Or there was some kind of deception here, maybe with someone else or something that they did. Some kind of a lie and ended something. But they want to make that right. Confirm that. Yeah. I don't read reversals. But because it came out like this, and next to the Chariot and the Lovers, again, we got the Chariot and the Lovers together over there. Five of Wands is conflict, arguing, strife. There was some kind of deception here, sneaky behavior that caused conflict. But because of that, that's in the past. They want to release this conflict and they want to move forward. Lovers, to have a connection here. That's clear. But again, don't look at this reading just to see like your happiness depends on someone else. I'm just telling you. The main reason that why they emphasize so much the message in the beginning is that the main purpose, yeah, you're going to have brand new beginning, because I just did that and it's the Fool card. Taking a leap of faith. The main purpose was that you have to fill your own life and don't be dependent on this person for happiness. Okay? Now, Six of Swords is moving towards calmer waters. There could also be somebody at a distance. Queen of Wands. Focus on your passion, okay? Focus on things that make you happy, okay? And it is going to change. Okay, but there's going to be a conversation. I just got chills. There's going to be a conversation that's going to, oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hold on. Wait. Did we get the King of Pentacles underneath here again? And now we have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles in this deck twice. There you go. Justice card we got twice too. This is going to be things that were wrong being made right. Five of Cups in reverse. Five of Cups is sadness and things like that in reverse. Eliminating that, bringing justice to that. Two of Cups. Unbelievable. To come together with someone. Kid you not. I'm being guided to pull one of these, this from this angel deck and see what it says. Serena, I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. That is something in regards to career and abundance and having to go about it in a way, in a different way than you are right now. Okay? Like, have faith that you're going to receive the money that you need. It says, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. Didn't I give the example of you don't see it yet, but you're being guided to do something that's aligned with your truth? That you're afraid to go after because you're afraid it might not be successful, but you're being guided to do it, and there it is. I'll pull another one. If they sorry, that's two. If they emphasize that in the beginning, it's for a reason. Oceana, take action. You're in touch with your truth. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. You already know that. Teresa, time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. That whole career thing, and again, and also like your happiness being dependent on other people, this whole thing confirmed that. Like 100%. I'm going to pull, whoa. One from the Lover's Oracle, whoa. Wedding, this situation involves marriage. With the Four of Wands is actually the card of marriage. After a retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. After some kind of a disconnection. So that you have to like find inspiration somehow before you're able to make the effort. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Yeah, no doubt. I'm going to pull one more and then that's it. Whoa. Hold on. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. What I'm getting from that is keep an open mind. As in, get out of, the mindset that we've been programmed with. Like, this person didn't give me what I want, so I'm going to play a game, and I'm not going to talk to them, and I'm going to block them. Do something different. If you love this person, just give love. And if you see that they're not in the vortex, stay in yours, and that's it. Make the effort to do that. By retreating and feeling yourself so much. And there is a potential for this to end up here. If not, I'm telling you, it will happen with someone else. Love and light.